everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we are playing a deck called Death Trigger Tribal, which is basically everything that causes death triggers, for the most part. So it's not quite like Direfleet Hoarder. We do have this in here. When it dies, it creates a token. Mostly what we're trying to build around is whenever creatures die, we get to ping damage at people's faces, at anything. So we have full playset of Vindictive Vampire, playset of Poison Tip Archer. We have two Tesa Carlo, Carlo, in this, which I'm kind of splashing for. And I did have something else for white in here before initially, but it's kind of just splashing for Tesa. We don't always hit the white mana there. That's part of the reason that we also have Direfleet Hoarder. It works great with her, as well as all of our tokens with Tendershoot Dryad, Saprolings. We have our Slimefoot Stowaway, which deals 1 damage each time only Saprolings die, and we gain a life from it. But the best thing is that with all the Saplings that we're building up as well, Tesa Carlo also gives Vigilance and Lifelink to all of our Sapling tokens, which is amazing with our Tendershoot Dryad once it gets up to the Ascend point and everything like that. I had to include one Helm of the Host because it's just so fun whenever it happens. I probably put one in most of my decks. I haven't for the last while. It's just like my favorite one of, like, what would it be just really fun to happen? A Helm of the Host resolving like 2 or 3 turns in a row is just the best thing in the world. I do have one fiery candidate in this because a lot of the important cards that we have here are Slimefoot Stowaway, Vindictive Vampire, Poison Tip Archer, all survive it. But it does clear up a lot of other, like, more aggressive decks, which has been an issue in the past. If we can clear those up, we're pretty good. It also can kill a lot of our Saprolings as long as we don't have a Tendershoot Dryad. And at that point, we can just kill enough things, hopefully, to get enough damage. So that's kind of the goal of the deck. If you guys were going to play this yourselves, one thing I'd maybe say is you might want a little bit more removal in the early game. Maybe some other things to stand against control. But for the most part, this is a janky deck. So we're going to play some jank, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, so here we are against Shuffy. Bring it on, Senor Shuffy. And we are playing Death Trigger Tribal, and we're going to keep this. Tendershoot, hopefully. Ooh, yeah, this would be great if we can make this happen. All right, I'm going to go ahead with Woodland Cemetery here. I mean, we could have played anything else to make sure it came untapped, but I kind of like the idea of being able to get multiple colors down for the next couple turns. All right, Forest Druid. The Druid dude. Yeah, this will be good. All right, what are they playing here? So, vampires, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Are they playing the vampire version that has a Johnny in here, though? Ooh, Nightmare's Thirst, what? All right, so we can't get down red mana just yet, so let's just go for a Slimefoot Stowaway and pass the turn. Nightmare's Thirst, eh? That's really interesting. Call to the Feast. It's going to be an issue, so we need to get down this Tendershoot Dryad before we just lose the game. All right, Dragon Skull Summit. We could get down Judith here, but I think what I want to do is Lava Quill you, make everyone else smaller, and Direfleet Hoarder. And pass the turn, no attacks. And now, hopefully, Landed and Tendershoot Dryad will help Slimefoot just get better and better. And then Judith gets those guys better and better. All right, Llanowar is kind of the same thing. Judith. All right, so we actually do swing in with Direfleet Hoarder now. Because if it dies, we get to ping down another thing. And if not, we get to do 3 damage. So the best play here is that they block with all 3. Actually, no, because then we get to kill all 3 anyway. Yeah, so... yeah, they gain a life, we get a treasure, we kill them. So now we have mana for Tesa Carlo. Alright, Fountain of Renewal. Ooh, that was the wrong thing to do there. It's just rude. Alright, yeah, ping the life linker. We do want to get rid of all life linkers when we can. we are going to pay the 2 life here. Tender Shoot Dryad. And I'll attack. Down to 24, but now we're creating Saprolings. And there we go, City's Blessings, resolve. And anytime one of these guys dies, we get to gain a life, ping them, and they're just big. So, what do we draw? Poison Tip Archer, perfect. Love that. Alright, they only have 2 mana available. So, I'll attack, hold back, Tender Shoot. And we have another Slimefoot, so 3 attackers. Down to 22. Alright, well, they are still gaining lots of life here, but we keep growing our ranks. We either want another Tender Shoot Dryad, Leonin War Leader. Well, we are totally fine swinging into these fellas. Alright, well, do we want to hold on to some creatures? So this is what we do, actually. So we go all attacking, hold back, hold back, hold back. Yeah, hold back. So 3 attackers. If they kill one, we still get to get in some damage. And we gain a life. Yep, next. Yep. Oh man, this is awesome. So we can actually create some saplings here too. I'm going to go ahead and play the Llanowar now and end the turn. We can actually have 2 things die if we block with one of these guys and Llanowar. Epicure of Blood. Alright, well, that could be bad. Hopefully we just gain enough life here, though it won't really matter. And this is when any creature dies too, so... Alright, so create a Saproling. A Sappity Sap. Well, man, I really wish we could draw into our Teysa Carlo here. Alright, so all attack, hold back you. We actually might have lethal if we let these guys go through. We can create some more Saprolings with these guys, so just like that. They take 9, and they take 4 more. We're going to pay the 2 life and pass the turn, and so now we can create 2 more Saprolings. Yep. Resolve. Yep, they ping us for 1. And, ooh, another Epicure Blood. Well, I mean, they gain a couple life here if this dies, but it's not going to be worthwhile. Like, if they swing in with these, create the 2 cats and swing in, they don't really have a shot, but... Alright, create a Saproling, yes. And we actually... Alright, so resolve. How many things can we have die here? We can have enough to, I think, kill them, so... Alright. Resolve. Yeah, so they get to ping us for quite a bit. Resolve, and they gain 2 more life here. So... Alright, so... Pass. We... Block... we actually want to kill this guy more. Block. Alright, so those are our blocks. We could actually have Tender Shoot Dryad die. Actually, they gain enough life now, and they gain 2 more here. But this is fine. Alright, Moment of Triumph. I'm going to bring that in. Alright, resolve. They're actually still having it die. They just get to ping more damage in. So they actually did really well for only having 2 cards in hand. Like, that is amazing. But we definitely win here. So, yeah. So here's some pings. Down to 2. Resolve all. They get to ping us for 4. And what a fun game. Oh, man. Well, we will Lava Coil and then swing in. And I'll attack, and good game, opponent. That was such a fun game. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, Tesa Carlo would have been awesome there. There's a bunch of things that would have been awesome, but that was a fun game. All right, up against Gruo Boros. And we are playing Death Trigger Tribal. And yeah, we're going to keep this. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, I'd say. All right, so Lana War. We don't have our black mana. That is an issue. All right, pay 2 life. We do have 3 mana, but it's black and green are the 2 that are actually important. There we go. All right. We don't need to get it down this turn, though. Unless we want to Journey to Eternity right away. I don't think so. I think we're okay to not do that. So, Incubation Druid and Alanor swing in. And so we actually have 2 black mana now if we need it for anything. I doubt we will. Like, if this is Stompy, then Journey to Eternity actually kind of stalls them out pretty well. So, play this. Do we want to play more stuff? Alright, we're going to play this untapped. And we can Journey to Eternity and then Saproling Migration. So Journey to Eternity, let's go on Incubation Druid because we want multiple colors for things. And that way it can at least come back. And then Saproling Migration and pass the turn. I mean, they're probably thinking like I was a land away from being able to kick this, but Poison Tip Archer will hopefully help that out. We can start swinging in with stuff. Vrasa can, that is one thing too. Vrasa's Contempt and Lava Coil are kind of weird things when you're playing Poison Tip Archer because we exile their creatures. But most of our stuff says whenever our creatures or whenever a sapling we control dies, whatever. So I think for the most part, it's better to have the ability first off to get Planeswalkers with Vrasa's Contempt. Yeah, so I like this better ultimately. Yeah, we can play both. So Llanowar. Poison Tip. And we got a big board. I mean, if they were planning on board wiping, now it at least does quite a bit of damage, and we get back Incubation Druid and a way to get back the Poison Tip Archer. So, Gruel Spellbreaker. The one thing I'm not sure if I like this with, though, is it is pretty frustrating whenever we are wanting to kill one of our own creatures to win the game. Like, it would be nice to have that available. All right, so Rootbound Craig. I really don't want to tap down our Incubation Druid here. But I guess we're not really blocking anything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of Gruel Spellbreaker. Swing in for 6. And down to 14. So now our stuff dying. All right, opponent just scoops it up. Just scoops it up. How about that? Alrighty. Alright, so here we are against Greydong. Oh, man. Alright, and we're playing Death Trigger Tribal. And we're going to keep this. What if people make up names just because they know that some YouTuber out there or streamer is going to say their name out loud without thinking about it? If you guys haven't done that, now you should. But really don't. It's terrible. Horrible thing. Alright, gets down Isolated Chapel, Mr. Direfleet. Would love for him to die next turn, so we can get down this Tendershoot Dryad. But Vindictive Vampire into Dryad wouldn't be bad, so we're looking for land one of the next 2 turns. Alright, Hero, Pacha. Alright, well, now we need red mana as well, would be nice. Yeah, get this down first, Vindictive Vampire. It's a pretty good blocker for Hero. Swing in. Down to 17, pass the turn. And Bant Hero. I haven't seen a Bant version of this yet. Oh man, 3 Tendershoot Dryads, all of our Tendershoot Dryads, and we don't draw the last land that we need. That's just frustrating. Alright, well, we're going to try to swing in with Dire Fleet. They might, yeah, I create a token here. So if they block with this Dire Fleet Hoarder, we are totally fine with that. Alright, swing in. I'm guessing they don't block still. Oh, please do. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Alright, now with Tender Shoot Dryad, like, we are in such great shape. Alright, so yeah. Get a treasure, Tender Shoot Dryad. Oh, and especially if we get multiple of these down. Woo! Oh man, that's going to be beautiful. Alright, yep. Tender Shoot Dryad. Give me a sappity sap. And that's like a great counter to Hero Precinct 1. Yeah, like unless they have board wipe, we just start taking over the game here pretty soon. So that was actually great. Alright, so there you guys have it with Death Trigger Tribal, and this deck is so fun. I will say, though, if you're playing in any kind of competitive spot where they have lots of target removal, not as good. But if you can at least get a board, it's pretty fun. So if you guys want to check out my Patreon account, I do have 3 other games that I played over on there as well. I'm going to be doing that with almost every deck, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave comments down below if you guys would change anything around, some ideas that you have for it. But overall, that's it for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and goodbye.